All right, let's talk bat speed because everybody and their mother wants more of it. But here's the thing, bat speed is actually the last part of my three-step system. And that's because not all bat speed is created the same. There's a right way and a wrong way to train bat speed. And so if you're missing the first two parts of the system, which are quickness and connection, that bat speed you're training isn't going to show up in the game. Don't get me wrong though. You're going to feel like an animal in the cage with your long swing that only works off of flips, right? But as soon as you face a pitcher in the game off a mound, you're cooked. So today I'm going to walk you through my three-step checklist to learn how to train real bat speed, the type that actually works in the game. Step number one is quickness. It's the first thing you need, and it's how fast you can get the barrel to top speed. Okay. I think it's one of the things that gets misunderstood the most. A lot of players are chasing bat speed, but unless they have quickness or learn how to train quickness, what ends up happening is you just create a really long swing. You start getting around the ball, missing under, just gets really, really sloppy. So here's how I explain it to my hitters. It's kind of like a car, right? Your swing can either be a Honda Civic that can get up to 100 miles an hour, but it takes forever to get there, right? Or you can be a Lamborghini that can hit 100 in like 3 seconds. Okay, so that's quickness right there for you. We want to be able to get to top speed as fast as possible. That way we can make better decisions, put ourselves in better positions, and ultimately hit the higher velocities, hit better pitching. All right, you need quickness to hit better pitching. So here's one drill that I like to do with my hitters to work and test your quickness. You can literally get up and do it right now if you're hitting. Very simple to apply. So it's the drop drill. You're gonna have a partner hold the baseball on top of home plate. Okay, when they let go, you have to hit the ball. You're going to be set up 2 feet on the ground, get to a position where you're loaded. When they drop it, you're reacting. Okay, and this is going to challenge you and see how fast you can get to that top speed. If you have a long swing, you're going to be late, you're going to miss it. So it forces you to be short and quick to the baseball, which is what's needed to hit higher level pitching. Step number two is connection. Many people think that if they increase their bat speed, they're going to increase their power. But the piece that they miss is connection. Okay. And what connection is just keeping our hands with our back shoulder during the turn. So many players like to get handsy and they start to overextend right early in the swing. They get long because they're trying to add force, trying to add power in there, and they get themselves into trouble, right? So a simple thing to do for this to feel connected, and keeping those hands with our back shoulder until contact is hitting a tire or a punching bag, right? I think it's one of my staples with my hitter just because it gets you to feel what the correct position is at contact. All right. What you probably don't understand right now is that when your arms are overextended at contact, you're very weak because you're relying on your arms and your arms are a lot weaker than the rest of your body. So by keeping your hands with your back shoulder and allowing your body to turn, the force being created by your body is a lot stronger than what just your arms can do by themselves, right? So an easy test for this, get to contact with your arms extended, have a partner push your barrel in the direction of the catcher, and you'll see how weak you are. You can't stop them and go towards the pitcher, right? So if I have my hands with my back shoulder and I turn, I want to get to contact with some slight bend in my arms. So if that person tries to push the barrel to the catcher again, I can push against them in a strong position. So this is what hitting the tire or hitting that punching bag is going to get you to feel without having to overthink, without having to over explain things, right? Probably one of my staples and one of the most important things if you want to hit for power is staying connected. Your body is always going to be stronger than what your arms can do by themselves, but that's probably the biggest mistake I see so many hitters make when they're chasing bat speed is they start to overextend and rely on their arms way too much. I want quickness, I want to be short, I want to be explosive. Can't do that if you're getting long with your swing. Step three is bat speed, the part you've been waiting for, right? Now we get to add a little bit of turbo to the engine. So, one of the things that we do for bat speed is underload, overload training, okay? You might have heard of it before. They've got training bats for this online. If you want a cheap way to do it, here's how we're going to do it. So, you need a lighter bat, you need a heavy bat, and then you need your game bat. Okay. For a light bat, you can get a fungo and hit tennis balls. Okay. That'll be act as your lighter bat. You're going to take 5 swings with that. Then you're going to go to a heavier bat. Okay. You're going to hit baseballs with that. And then you're going to go finish the last 5 swings with your game bat. This change in the weights of the bat is going to train you for that bat speed that we're looking for. Okay. We can mix in medicine ball exercises. Okay, there's a million of them on YouTube. Maybe I'll make an in-depth video in terms of what med ball exercises to do. I don't want to make this video too long, but med ball exercises are a great way to train bat speed, to train our fast twitch movements, and just be explosive overall. So the last way we train bat speed is with a PVC pipe, okay? PVC pipe is like another form of that lighter bat we were talking about in the underload overload training, but I think it gives hitters the best way to feel what swinging fast is versus swinging hard. Okay. And to me, that terminology of hard versus fast makes a big difference in terms of the result that we get. I think when we think about swinging harder, we get really long. And as you've seen, the theme of this video is to stay away from having a long swing. We want short, explosive movements. So think about swinging fast, and being fast is being smooth, right? So again, letting the body work is going to help with that. But I think PVC pipe is a very, very good way to train that bat speed, right? So now you've got the 3 steps, you've got quickness, you've got connection, and then we can add the bat speed on top of that, all right? But this is your warning. If you're going to train bat speed, let's not add bat speed at the cost of direction, okay? So direction meaning, can I keep the ball towards the middle of the field? Can I keep the ball fair? Okay. I see so many guys that add more speed, more quickness, but then can't keep the ball gap to gap. Okay. Again, the whole point of this is to make us a better hitter in the game, not in the cage, not off of flips, not off of easy BP when you know what's coming. We want to be good in the game. So be careful. When you add bat speed, make sure you can still control where the ball's going. We don't want the Lambo engine with no steering wheel, right? Doesn't matter if you can hit 100 if you can't keep the car on the road, okay? So as long as you have that quickness, as long as you're staying connected, the bat speed that you add is going to be done the right way. So that way we keep things simple, less overthinking, more results. If there's anything you take from this video, you want bat speed, make sure you're lifting. Make sure you're on a good lifting program, okay? I cannot stress that enough. How many players come to me that want more bat speed, more power, but then they're not doing anything in the weight room. They're not eating right, okay? Your body is the engine. If you're not taking care of your body, if you're not making that stronger, yes, you're going to get results and benefits from these 3 things, but I think the biggest thing and the way you're going to get results the fastest with this stuff is by just getting stronger. You can't neglect the gym. You can't be lazy with that stuff and expect to just start hitting for power. Let me know which part you're missing. Is it quickness? Is it connection? Is it the bat speed? And what I'll do is I'll make a video on each section, a little bit more in depth into the drills, into how we really program things. So hope this helps. Simple always wins. I'll see you guys in the next one.